Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, every... Yeah, that was kind of weird. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and I got the Christmas attire on today because we are getting the holiday units re-released this month, actually tomorrow. So let's go over them. Let's really briefly look at how they're upgrading, how they're improving, and then you can think about if you want to invest in EXing any of them. Let's go. And real quick, this video, like all of my War of the Visions videos, is sponsored by the Amazon App Store. There is a special deal running right now where you get 20% off the $100 pack of Amazon coins. So, if you need some Visior, please consider using my Amazon coin affiliate link, and big thank you to everyone who has done that. Now, let's take a look at the upgrades these winter units are getting, and we're not going to do an in-depth dive on each one of them individually. Instead, I'm going to do one video covering all four of them and just looking at how they're upgrading. And let's start with Winter Masha. She is the one winter unit that I never got my hands on back in the day, and I probably don't plan on picking her up this time around, unless they're literally just like banners where they're handing them out like candy, like Christmas candy. In fact, anyway, here we go. Winter Masha. You can see her stats are getting a big upgrade from level 99 to level 120. In fact, she's gaining 1,300, over 1,300 HP. That's huge. And her attack is going from 377 to 541. Now, she was always kind of a slow girl before, and she is getting a couple more agility. However, just from 57 to 59, she's still going to be on the slower side of your DPS units. Her move and jump continue to be fantastic. Move 3, jump 4. She's not going to have a problem navigating height on any maps. She's going to be very good against ice units still. She still has no defense and spirit. Her dex and luck go up. And you can see her stats right there, right? She's going to be good against slashers and good against magic, which when she came out was a huge deal. And it continues to be a huge deal. Okay, let's look at what skills she's getting upgraded. One of the big things about Winter Masha was her damage types. She is a piercing and missile damage type unit, which are both not slashing, and that's important. So she's a hard unit to mitigate. Her upgrades here are going to be to a self buff and 2 of her piercing attacks. Dragon Blood upgrades into Dragon Scales. So the Dragoon buff, basically, that was a 42% attack buff, for her now gives an additional 15 defense. You think about how that works with that massive HP boost she got, and she's becoming a little bit more of a bruiser unit instead of a glass cannon DPS. Okay, that's pretty cool. Horizontal jump is getting an upgrade to be lock-on jump, and it's hard to see on the graphic a little bit, I'm realizing that now, but really what this upgrade is an increase in range. So one of the best things about horizontal jump for Dragoons is the big range on it. Now Masha's will have even more range, so that's pretty cool. And then Drain Dive is her new job level 25 skill. It is a defense debuff on the target by 25, then 185% damage, and she absorbs 30% of the damage dealt. I think these upgrades are in line with what I've seen from Winter Masha's in the past. I think she'll still be an effective DPS unit, and if you like to use her, she is getting better, but she's not someone that I would recommend chasing if you don't have her at all. Okay, let's go to our next unit, and that's going to be Winter Venera. Now, Winter Venera is my personal favorite of the 4, although I'd say she might not be the strongest of the 4. She's just the one I like the most. Let's put her stats on the screen. She is gaining some HP and attack. Her HP is going from 3097 to 3969, so almost 1,000 HP up on what was already a very high HP unit. Her attack is going from 377 to 503, and I think you'll see as we go through her upgrades, she is becoming more of an attacker through her EX job. We'll see more in a minute. Her agility is staying the same. Her move and jump don't move at all. She does gain 4 defense, which is nice. Her dex and luck get a nice upgrade. She will be weak to wind and strong to lightning, and there's plenty of lightning in the game right now, so that's nice. She's also good still against slashing, striking, importantly, and magic, while she's weak to pierce and missile. So she's literally weak to both of Christmas Masha's damage types. That's interesting. No, and I didn't bring this up on the last one. I want to bring it up now. Notice that she does have that 15 Earth attack. Like, all the winter units in Global do have that new master ability where they give their group 15 element attack and 10 HP if they're the same element. That's a really good mastery ability, and it's nice that the winter units have it. Now, if we look at the skill upgrades that Winter Venera is getting here, her Pugilist support ability that gives HP and attack up is getting a buff. It still gives the same 12% HP and 24% attack, but now she gets 30 defense penetration. As a striking unit, she's already going to be able to, like, get around a lot of mitigation in the game, but getting defense pen allows her even more of that, and that's a really nice upgrade in my opinion. Then, her attack, that is a Human Killer 25 attack, is getting an upgrade from 170% damage to 205% damage. I like that upgrade. That's just more damage. And then her job level 25 move is a defense debuff, decreases defense by 20 for 3 turns, then does 165% damage and decreases the healing power of the target. So she's a strike unit who is getting boosted in her ability to get through defense. That's nice. I really like these upgrades for Winter Venera. It does not help her be more of a tank, because she can serve as a tank in your group with her Spellblade subjob and taunting spell, but her damage can be pretty nice, and her damage is getting a nice boost with this EX upgrade. I will be EXing this unit to 120. At least I'm planning on it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Next up, we've got Winter Ramada. Now, I'm a big fan of Winter Ramada. I've been a big fan of her since she came out, but she was probably the weakest one in my opinion. However, she could work, and I did a lot of videos on her back in the day kind of showing off how even though a lot of people think she sucks, she was still viable. You could make her work. She just had some weaknesses. Let's see how they deal with that. Okay, her HP was a big weakness before. You can see it at 1,779. At level 99, she was one-shot by so much stuff. It does go up to 2607, but that's not a lot. At 2607, she's still going to be pretty vulnerable to a lot of enemy attacks. Her attack goes from 388 to 545. She's a very hard-hitting unit, so that's a nice attack buff for her. Her agility stays at 63. She's fast. Good, we like fast units. Her dex and luck get a little boost there. Her move jump stay 3-1. She's getting no defense and no spirit. So I would say, looking at her stat increases here, they've given her more attack, which will help her do her job, or one of her jobs. She's also a status element kind of person. We'll see that in a second. I don't know that she got enough HP to be survivable. I had to rely on Zombie Ryryu's TMR in my builds with her a lot, where she could go out duel somebody if she could come back to life one time. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, let's look at her EX upgrades and her job level 25 skill. So, her hazard form from her soldier job is getting EX upgrade. Before, it was consume 10% of her HP to get a 50% attack buff for 3 turns. That's still on there, but now it nullifies Paralyze, Stop, and Doom. Paralyze and Stop, at least, are important nullifications. Doom, you don't see that much, but it's nice that she has that, and it plays into her status afflicting and now status resistant kind of unit type. And it's unique. Like, she's a unique unit, and I know there's some people, especially on Discord, I'm looking at you, Kefka, that are big fans of this unit. Okay, her Grim Reaper ability is getting upgraded to Death Size. I'm guessing that's probably Death Scythe when we translate it to English, but let's check it out. It was 175% damage and a 25% chance to inflict doom. The damage is getting boosted to 210%, so it does a lot more damage. The rest of it stays the same. Doom, not that good, but it is a very, very hard-hitting ability. 23 AP, 3 uses, but short range. Okay, her new job level 25 ability, this one's really nice. It is a 15% HP consume of hers, but 180% damage in an AoE with a 25% chance to inflict stop on the targets. An AoE stop attack, this is really good. I really like this skill. And it's a nice, it's probably the best skill that she has as far as attacks go now. However, I still think she's on the weak side if this is all she gets. Now, there is a history of global units getting upgraded from the JP counterpart, right? When they come to global, they might catch some upgrades. Maybe Winter Ramada will catch one of those upgrades. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. I think she's by far the weakest, and if they want people to go for her, I think they'll give her an upgrade. We'll see. I'm hoping for it, and then that might tempt me into building her. I don't know. I already have her at level 99, so it won't be that hard. And, okay. Last but definitely not least, the unit that I think is the strongest of these four is Winter Victoria. I think of people going for a winter unit, more will go for her than for the rest. Let's take a look at her upgrade. So, her HP goes from 2384 at level 99 to 2982 at level 120. Her attack goes from 342 to 449. Nice upgrades there. HP's not getting upgraded a ton, and she is kind of a bruisery unit, so I wouldn't have hated seeing a little bit more HP on that upgrade, but big boost in attack, over 100, that's nice. Her agility stays at 61, so she's pretty quick. Like, I'd say that's in the medium range there. Her dex goes up to over 300 to 328. That's great. And her luck goes to 228. Okay. Her move and jump stay at 3-2. Her defense stays at 4, and her spirit stays at 0. So, not bad. I think those upgrades are in line with who she is. I just would have liked to have seen a little more HP or defense. How about her skill upgrades? Okay. They tried to do something here by upgrading her long range skill to a 2 range. One of the holdups of Winter Victoria is her short range. She's this weird, like, short range bruiser ranged unit, which seems sort of counterintuitive. They tried to address that by giving her range 2 on one of her support abilities. However, I don't like using the long range support ability in most situations because her other support abilities are so good. Anyway, her Ushu, this is the JP translation, but anyway, she has her don't move arrow, right? It's an arrow that decreases the move of target by 1 for 3 turns. It is getting upgraded with her global upgrade. It's not getting more damage, but it is getting more range. So that's good. It's another way of addressing the range problem, and decreasing the move of a target is actually kind of crippling in a lot of situations. There might be a setup here where you run long range with its upgrade, plus this new move, or this new upgraded move, to, kite a little bit. However, making the AI kite, I can't say the word, is difficult because they like to go fight. We'll see. Then her job level 25 ability is 165% damage with a debuff to the enemy's attack and magic, and it hits in a very big AoE. This is a good skill. It's 42 AP, which is really steep. And you might need her to use bells in order to use this ability. The problem is she has Paladin subjob, and you really like her to use her Paladin subjob TP skills instead of maybe a TMR that boosts her AP region. So, oof, I don't know. It's going to hit hard. It's a nice debuff, but 42 AP is steep. And there we go. So, this was a down and dirt. I tried to make this as quick as possible, do all 4 units, and just preview their EX upgrades. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are pulling tomorrow or any time during the first week of this anniversary, good luck to you. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.